Do you think, Alex, come here, do you think that if I wear one of those hats I will look a little bit more Russian?
Actually, like this, maybe.
Like that one?
Yeah.
Do I look more Russian?
Yeah.
You look like you speak Russian now.
Спасибо. Yep, I'm in Moscow. I came here for the CG event. I'm with the guys from Chaos Group and I have the feeling that this is going to be fun. Okay, I do realize that maybe the intro of this video it's not very clear. Allow me to explain. Basically last weekend I was in Moscow at a CG event called CG Event. Yeah, I know. The name it's not really creative, but you know, Russian people are very pragmatic. Sergey? Can we do something about the name of this event? Jokes aside, the event was organized by a friend of mine, Sergey. Sergey and I met at Total Chaos in 2017. No, it was 2018. Then we met again in Cyprus. Then since I started to work with Chaos Group, and Chaos Group is one of the sponsors of this event, my job was to go there to discuss the latest news about V-Ray for Cinema 4D and Corona for Cinema 4D. The event was very well organized. I've had the chance to meet up with some of the artists. I think the most important one was the highlight of the whole event, Andrew Kramer of Video Copilot. I've also had the chance to hang out with the guys from Maxon. As you know, I'm a very big fan of Cinema 4D and the latest developments about Cinema 4D version R20 are just amazing. Then I also had the chance to sit down a little bit with Vlado to get his opinions about the event and also to ask him about his lecture. Now this event was really big, about 2,000 people. Sergey, I really don't know how you do that. It was just huge. There was a lot of content. From what I gathered, people had a lot of fun. Now this video, it's not about how the event was, but rather to show you what it's like to attend one of these events, if that makes any sense. Anyway, enough of this, let's go back to the video. This is our metro station. This is our hotel. That's the lift. That's the lobby. Little study area. Gift shop. That's the way to the conference. It's a pretty standard hotel. So this is Moscow day one. I am very excited to be in this city for 3 reasons. First of all, I was never in Russia. I have a chance to wear my Adidas slides. Second reason, today I'm going to be presenting on behalf of Chaos Group all the news related to V-Ray and Corona for Cinema 4D, so this is a honor for me. And third reason, this is probably the biggest event related to CG that I've ever attended in my life. We expect, I think, about 2,000 people. Anyway, the guys are waiting for me. We have about 17 minutes before the event starts. Let's get going. It's definitely getting busy. Okay, yeah, this is really crowded. Very, you know, the thing is that people are very normal when they're not on camera. It's still empty. We're gonna start, I think, in about 10 minutes. You can feel the tension. People are really happy. Is this your first year?
This is my first year
Okay.
here, yes, and...
Me too. First time in Moscow.
First time in Moscow or in Russia?
In Russia, actually.
In Russia, and how do you feel about it?
I love it. Who do you look most forward to as a presentation?
Mostly Chaos Group, because I'm really interested in V-Ray next.
Let me just show you something. This is the temperature outside right now.
Yeah, it's really cold. I don't think we're gonna do any tourism today, huh? In good, out bad. My presentation is at 4, but I need to coordinate it because I'm gonna have a translator.
Yes.
You're gonna be in the next video. Basically, you know, since people don't really, all of them don't really speak English, we're gonna have a support with a translator, right? I'm gonna try not to make you laugh. It can happen. Gangsta! You like it?
It's perfect.
You think it's stupid? She thinks it's stupid.
I think you're missing a dash.
Yeah.
I think you're missing
Where
the dash.
do we put the dash?
Put the dash somewhere like here in the middle.
This is a real treat. Sergey, he's the founder, main organizer. He's the man, right?
The man.
He's the man. How's everything going? Tell me.
Everything is going very predictably.
Okay. All right. I love the Russian pragmatism.
Yeah. The only thing that we could not predict is the amount of people.
Yeah,
it's kind of
crazy. Yeah?
It's kind of twice as expected.
What's the stress level at the moment?
Stress level is 0. 27th event.
I only made 6, 7, so I'm 20 events shorter.
20 is shorter, yeah. But after extra 20 event, you have wide berth. So
Okay,
it's,
well done. I think the people are having a lot of fun. The rooms are packed. I've
Packed,
seen
yeah.
so much.
so and you didn't come to the main stage. Main stage is
I was
like
running around. I was
Yeah,
running
yeah.
around, and also hopefully next year we can have more English lectures, so I can understand something. That'll be nice.
no way.
That'll be
Next year you will learn Russian. So
It's easier to do
it's
that.
easier to do that. Yeah.
Okay, but I'll see you next year for sure. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow for sure, and Total Chaos.
Oh yes, and D2. Now you have to come to Vienna.
Okay.
You have to come and see what we are doing. Huh? So it's day 2 of the CG event here in Moscow. So far we had the chance to hang out with a lot of great artists and great guys. I am still blown away by the sheer size of this event. There are about 2,000 people that came together to celebrate the CG industry. To me, this is just mind-blowing. So big thumbs up to Sergey for the organization. For now, I'm hanging out at the Chaos Group booth. Vlado had a few presentations. The crowd seemed to receive them positively. Also, my presentation went okay. People seemed to be very happy. Yesterday and today we had the chance to meet with a lot of people and answer questions related to the development and to, general questions related to V-Ray. People wanted to know about the development of V-Ray and Corona for Cinema 4D, which is of course fantastic because it gets me excited. People like to use these tools. So far the atmosphere and the feeling of this whole event has been very positive. I just wish there were a little bit more presentations in English, but in all fairness, this is an event that was designed for Russian speaking people, so I can't really complain about this. I cannot really recommend the event if you don't speak the language. Other than that, I think it was great. People seem to be having a lot of fun. So yeah, maybe next time I just need to learn Russian. We don't need to do that. Vlado, how's it going? Everything okay?
Yeah.
I got the chance to sit down a little bit with Vlado. He's done with his presentation, so I just want to ask you, what is your impression of this event so far?
So this is the second time I'm here. The first time was exactly 5 years ago. And it was interesting to see how the questions and everything has changed since then. It was cool actually. We had a lot of questions about V-Ray, some suggestions for future improvements. I showed the new stuff for the service pack that just came out. So overall it was very useful.
So guys, there you have it. Next I'm gonna try and catch up with Glenn of Maxon and we'll see what's new. Thanks a lot. You guys having fun?
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely.
So I'm hanging out with the guys from Maxon, and as you probably know, I'm a very big Cinema 4D fan. So I love Cinema 4D. What do you think about this event?
I think, in my opinion, it's one of the biggest I've ever been, and it's growing every year. That's the main thing.
And what do you guys are most excited about when it comes to Cinema 4D?
Well, it's the fields, the new MoGraph fields, which are awesome. The volume modeling is also awesome, and I also like the node-based materials a lot. multi-instances. There's so many great things in there. Actually, the best thing about the release is that it's the biggest we ever had. Actually, we can see it in action right here.
It's in the background.
That's a field setup.
That's a field setup, yeah.
Fields fracturing.
Over time, you get deeper and deeper into this, and you're like thinking like, oh my god, the possibilities are endless. I couldn't even imagine a fracture of that. What's possible with fields? It's really huge.
This gets me also excited because a knob like me can finally, you know, do some motion graphics and make them look cool.
Yeah.
I look forward to see how we can integrate the power of V-Ray with these new features, you know?
Yeah, this is gonna be exciting.
Guys, thanks a lot for, you know, doing this, and I'm gonna go and try to find some other artists to interview.
Okay.
I'm right here with Andrew Kramer. Hi Andrew, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
So basically you are a very known effect artist. You've been working on movies like Star Trek, Star Wars, Super 8 if I don't mistake, right? And you're known for being the guy behind Video Copilot. Dude, first of all, I watched your presentation. It was a lot of fun. You're a very good actor also. You should probably get credit for this as well. But anyway, now that the conference is almost over, what are your impressions about this event?
Well, my impressions are it's a ton of very talented people doing some very hardcore, serious CG stuff. I think that's the best way to put it.
Okay, and I want to ask you just one thing. You probably get this question all the time, but what would be the one thing that you would recommend artists to do to, you know, improve their career and propel their career, if you like?
Well, that's a great question. The best thing to propel your career, I would say that do not get comfortable making the things that you're making and start making things that you're not comfortable making.
Every day, do something new. Challenge yourself.
Yep.
Andrew, thanks a lot for taking the time.
You got it.
Well, there you have it, guys. A lot of information and a lot of inspiration for all the people that attended this event. I really like the attitude of Sergey, the main organizer, and I have to say that I really felt the positive energy in the air. A couple of things about the event. So the event was subdivided in different tracks. There were compositing tracks, motion design. As a Chaos group, we had our own track. There was rigging, there was game development, there was a CG kitchen, as well as some keynotes presentations. Definitely very interesting if you can speak Russian, and I can only recommend it. It was very impressive to see such a huge amount of people getting together just to celebrate this beautiful industry. There was the chance walking around to take a look at the latest technologies, latest software, latest computers. You could also buy books related to art. As an Italian, very often people that went to Russia told me that the food was horrible. To my surprise, I really enjoyed the food. I mean, you know, I've been living abroad for almost 20 years now, but the food was really good. The quality was good. I enjoyed breakfast. I enjoyed all the burgers, the steaks. We went to this Georgian restaurant and it was crazy because there was basically just with the starters we were full. And then there was dancing in the restaurant. It was just such a nice and positive atmosphere. Sergey organized a little party for all the speakers and people involved in the organization of the conference. It was a very nice thing. We spent a little bit of time together. It was very nice. Moscow is such an interesting city. Definitely there is this weird feeling of this dystopian city. Just coming out of the airport, we were driving on these huge 6-lane streets and there was just endless space and huge buildings, and it was just like the feel was like being in a Blade Runner movie or something. Yeah, I definitely look forward to the next time. Now I gotta bring my wife to Moscow, otherwise she's gonna be jealous of this video. Wifey, if you're watching this, I promise you, we'll go back to Moscow together. Are you sad that we're leaving?
I'm sad. It's over. It's done.
It's done. It's done. We're tired, we're happy, but we're leaving.
And we're cold. We won't be cold in a few minutes.
It's true. It's true. Anyway, Moscow, this has been real. Hopefully see you next year. Bye.